Good morning, gamers. My name is Mickey, and welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft hardcore series. In the previous episode, we set up this very generic starter cow farm, as well as a very generic crop field. We also went down into the cave below our house, where I had found a zombie spawner and set up a simple but effective little zombie farm. And good morning, Skylar. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing this morning? Good? Good. Now, I've been busy the past few days, so I haven't actually had time to record, but as and where I can, I have done quite a few things off camera, and these things are just like boring stuff. So I've done some like wood gathering, as well as I've been killing some cows for leather, and I've been farming up some crops. If you guys are okay with me doing that kind of stuff off camera, I'm going to keep doing it because it's just kind of boring and mundane, and I assume you guys don't want to see that. But if you guys do want to see that, just let me know in the comments below. I'll see what I can do about making that kind of content entertaining in the middle of the episodes. Now, a bit more stuff I did off camera. I found sheeps. So I got like a lovely little sheep pen here, and on the way to gathering the sheeps, I also found a cow, and that guy is in with a sheep pen, much like how I have a sheep in the cow pen. And I have a lot of cows here because I do keep breeding them, but I don't need to be killing them for the time being. I've also changed up the layout of the crop farm. There was a comment in the previous video, I'll flash it up on screen, saying how crops actually grow faster when they are placed vertically in like alternating patterns like this, and I don't know why that one is a potato. So yeah, they grow faster like this, and it's actually been useful because between episodes I've been just harvesting up a bunch of crops ready for a project that I have planned for this episode. So this is really useful, so thank you for the tip. One other thing you may notice is that my levels have skyrocketed between the last episode, and that's because I've been doing a lot of villager trading. These guys have also been making little baby men for me. That's good. And this guy, I'm wanting to be a librarian, and when he grows up, I will make sure that I try and get I think I want mending from that guy. Either mending or silk touch. Maybe mending. This guy right here, the Fletcher, he's been my primary source of emeralds whilst I've been trying to get all the trades up with the armorer and the toolsmith over there, and I'll get to that in a second. But you can see he has a diamond badge, which means he is a master villager. I've just unlocked everything with this guy because this is how I've been getting my emeralds. And oh my god, right in front of me? Dude. Wait, are they gonna... Oh my god. Another little another little baby man. Look at him go. This guy is not the original armorer that I made in the last video. That guy died. I don't know what happened to him, but this guy's great. So you can see I've also mastered this guy, the armorer. He has full diamond armor with some pretty decent enchants in here for trade. I'm not gonna get round to doing these trades anytime soon because, like I said, I like taking this game a little bit slower than quite a few other people, so I'm not in any rush to get diamond armor because I'm quite happy with the armor that I've got right now. And then this is the toolsmith, who I've also mastered, and he's got some good iron tools for trade, and he's got diamond shovel and a diamond pickaxe, which is really good because these are going to be things that I'm going to want all the time. This one's also got fortune 1, which is quite nice. But again, I'm not going to be doing any of these trades just yet, mainly because I don't have enough emeralds, but because I don't feel the need for these at the moment because I have another idea of what I want to do today. Oh, and in light of my original armorer dying, these guys are trapped in here. They're not allowed to leave now because I don't want any more villagers to die. I'm also gathering up as much sugarcane as and where I can because I want to have enough sugarcane to make a bunch of paper so I can get to making these bookshelves. And speaking of bookshelves, I actually want to make as many bookshelves as I can so I can finish up my enchantment room, as well as maybe decorate some of the house, but I think I might just hold off on the decorating front and I just save some books just in case I want to enchant some books. I think 12, right? I think that might be enough. Because I've already got 4. Let's just throw in the diamond pickaxe. Yeah, level 30 enchantments. Efficiency 3 is Garbo. What I am going to do is I'm going to make up some more books, because with these, if I ever don't like whatever enchantments are in the table, I'm just going to re-roll with the books, and then I'll go ahead with enchanting what I want to enchant. And that is actually going to be I think a couple, maybe 2 diamond pickaxes. And you may be wondering, why 2? And that's because I want 1 with fortune and 1 with silk touch. But for the time being, I actually think I might just have 1 with fortune at the moment. Okay, no, I take it back. I am gonna make 2. So if I just hop into here now, I'm going to throw this in. This one was efficiency 3, and I really don't want efficiency 3. Okay, so for the first one, I'm just going to throw efficiency 2 on it. And you may be thinking, why did I not go for the piercing level 30 enchantment? That's because I feel like I could utilize efficiency more. If I make an anvil at some point, I could craft up a bunch of the efficiency books together, and then I won't have to worry about having to get efficiency on an enchantment. And here's our first efficiency 4 enchantment. I'm just gonna go for it. That is good. It doesn't have Unbreaking 3, which isn't actually that much of a problem for now, because I'm not going to be using this as my main pickaxe, and the only time I'm going to be using this pickaxe is when I find ores. So that is really good. And now for my second pickaxe, hopefully I can see silk touch. I can't see silk touch. So what does this say? That's piercing 4. I'm going to go for this and hope silk touch is just on it. Okay. Well, I guess I have 2 fortune 3 pickaxes now. There's 2 things I could do with this. I could either combine them both in an anvil, so then I can have efficiency 5, fortune 3, and unbreaking 3. Or, and the option that I am going to do is sleep first. I'm going to get a grindstone, and I'm going to place it here. And I'm going to disenchant the original pickaxe that I made. Get some of that XP back. And then hope when I put it in here, I get better enchantments. And efficiency 3 is not a better enchantment. So I'm just going to throw Feather Falling 3 on this one. If I ever enchant Diamond Boots and they only get Feather Falling 3, I can just throw that on it and then I'll have Feather Falling 4. So for this one, I have a choice for efficiency 4 on the pickaxe, or I can get loyalty 3 on a book. I'm just going to, again, hope for the best. And it was just efficiency 4. Because I'm no longer level 30, I'm just going to head over here to my zombie spawner, try and quickly get up to level 30 and make my way back up to enchant some more. I'm back in my enchantment room now and I'm level 30, so I'm going to check what this diamond pickaxe has, and it has efficiency 4. So I'm going to go for it and hope that it has silk touch. Fingers crossed it has silk touch, and then I'll combine it so then I can have an efficiency 5 silk touch pickaxe. And it does not. It has nothing again. That's... oh my god. That's so unfortunate. So I'm actually just going to disenchant this one. Ready for next time I do some enchanting. I'm going to throw these 2 in this chest as well as the extra books. And I might even start putting lapis in there, ready for... just so I can quickly go in there and enchant with these, because that's pretty much all I'm going to be using these for. And I'm still going to do some mining. I'm going to do the majority of the digging with an iron pickaxe. I could also potentially do some trading with the villager that I have that has the iron pickaxe trade. And then whenever I find some ores, I'm going to use this pickaxe. Oh, cool. This guy's a librarian now. What does he have to trade? Oh, he has an aqua affinity book. That's quite good. What I might do, though, is break this, so then he loses his job if he realizes that the workstation is actually broken. Oh, okay, nice. It took him a while, but he's finally lost his job, and I'm just going to place it back down. He should seek it out. Nice, and it should re-roll his trades, and he doesn't have a book. I'm not going to do a bunch of re-rolling now. I'm just curious as to see what his next enchanted book would be. And it's Riptide 2. I don't want that. So for the time being, I'm going to leave him be. I'm going to leave his workstation here. And then eventually I'll come back to this guy and I'll try and get a lovely little mending trade from him. So I'm going to head over to the toolsmith. I've already crafted a spare iron pickaxe, but I'm going to interact with the toolsmith, and he has an efficiency 2 iron pickaxe for 12 emeralds, which is really good. So I'm going to grab that to help with mining a little bit quicker. And I'm going to head over to the mine, and I'm going to go on a little mining excursion. I want to try and find a lot of iron, and I also want to try and find a few diamonds. I've got torches, I've got tools. I'm ready for this. So I'm going to try and throw together a little mining montage for you guys, and maybe in the comments below try and guess how much resources I'll come out with. Hope you enjoy. So whilst this mining montage time-lapse thing kind of plays out, I actually want to take a moment to talk about the future of my channel. First of all, I just want to thank you guys again for over 1,000 subscribers. I know I keep thanking you guys, but the support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps me motivated to make more and get better at making these videos for you guys. So thank you. Now, in terms of the future of my channel, I know at the moment I'm focusing solely on this hardcore series, and I know that's what you guys are here for, but the original plan for me when making YouTube videos is that I wanted to be a variety gaming channel. There's loads of games that I play and enjoy that I want to make content on, and there's loads of other games that I haven't played that I would also love to play for you guys on the channel. Like, I want to try a Terraria Calamity playthrough, or a co-op Stardew playthrough, or I even have a hopefully cool idea for a Pokemon video or two. So if that's the stuff that you guys would be happy to see, then let me know. But don't worry, the series won't end until I die. It just might mean I alternate this series with other videos that I also want to make. I also want to maybe stream some of these ideas over on Twitch, then condense those streams into like a more digestible video for you guys to watch on the channel, because I think the interaction whilst playing through whatever game I'm playing at that time is going to be a very important thing to keep certain videos entertaining in a way. So if you like that idea of watching me live, then make sure to head over to my Twitch and follow me there at twitch.tv/MickeyB_. It's the same name as my YouTube, and it's also linked on my YouTube channel if you want to find it there. Anyways, thank you guys again, and let's get back to the video. And with that, the mining session is over. You can see here my tunnels that I've been utilizing for this mining session. This session lasted just about an hour, so I have an hour's worth of resources in here. I'm quite happy with how it went. It was easy. I didn't really have any problems with massive caves or like lava pools. I also did a little bit of mining on Y level 16 to pick up some iron, but hopefully your predictions are correct with how many resources I gained in that hour. So I mined for an hour and I have Fortune 3 on my pickaxe. Remember that if you need to make changes to your predictions, do that now. But I'm about to open this chest, and here we are. This is everything that I gained, and I am no longer going to be struggling for diamonds for at least a good few episodes, because I have pretty much a stack. I have pretty much a stack of diamonds here, which is so good. When I take these up to my storage room, I'm going to have over a stack. I'm also really happy about the amount of iron that I've gathered, because iron has been a bit of a problem recently, and I am going to need quite a bit of it for building, potentially, in maybe this episode. Obviously, there's a lot of lapis and coal and redstone as well, which is always nice, especially the redstone, because I can potentially start some redstone farms maybe next episode or in an upcoming episode. I'm going to grab all of this, and I'm going to take as much up with me as I can. So I've moved everything back into my storage room now, and I have a total of a stack and 11 diamonds. Now that is incredible. I'm so happy with that. I'm not going to be using them yet. Like I said, I'm still happy with the iron armor that I've got, and I'm still okay with the tools that I'm using. Maybe when my sword and my shovel breaks, I will start using diamond stuff, but for the time being, I'm happy with where I'm at. In the meantime, though, I am going to start smelting up all of my iron, just in case I need to use it. With that mining session out of the way, I want to get into the real meat and potatoes of this episode, the main plans that I had for this episode when I started recording. And that is, I want to build an extra house to go with this village for one of the villages. Maybe here is where the entrance will go. I've already kind of cleared out some of this area, but not as much as I really needed to. I should really push this further back if I want space for this house that I want to to build. Wow, look at that. It's all done. It's a hill now. I've pushed the hill back. I've tried to make it look as natural as possible, apart from this part. This was just a random hole in the ground. I could probably fill this in, but at the moment I just kind of left it. But yeah, hill. It doesn't look amazing because I'm not like the best at terraforming, but hey ho, it works. It looks nice. This actually, it's the next day for me now since I went to push this back, because yesterday I started to feel really ill, like as I was terraforming this land away. So I just had to take it upon myself to get off my computer and go to bed. So this is nearly 24 hours since the last time that I spoke to you guys in this video. So the power of editing, am I right? But anyway, here, chests full of resources, as you can see, full of many different building blocks and things to build with. And that's because I'm gonna get to building the next house. This house is actually going to be the farmer's house. So I can take down this when it's done, and I can move this bed inside of there, and I could probably also move the other bed to get my second farmer in the house as well, and they can be living together, and I can have the little headcanon that they're a cute married couple. But like with my starter house, I'm gonna give you guys a little time lapse of me building it. Hopefully this one is a lot better than when I did my starter house, because this one shouldn't have it shouldn't be first person, because I now have replay mod, as you've seen with some of the other things that I've incorporated in my videos. But I'm gonna get to building this, and tell me what you guys think when it's done. And I'll see you in probably a couple of hours. And just like that, the farmer's house is complete. I really like this. It's got a windmill, which is what the main thing that I wanted in a farmer house was for it to have a windmill, because I love the look of windmills so much in Minecraft. So it's just really good, and I really like it. So I hope you guys like it too. Most of this was built actually myself. I actually went in a creative world and I spent a few hours putting this all together. There was obviously still some inspiration. I was still looking on Google Images and whatnot, so I will flash up now a couple of the images that I used for inspiration, just in the hopes that those same images inspire you to be able to build something similar to this. And I can't go on enough about how much of an important tool Google Images and Reddit and YouTube is when it comes to finding inspiration for Minecraft builds, because not everybody is going to be a master builder off the bat, but with some research and understanding on how blocks can be placed to complement one another, anybody can build nicely. Like, look at this. I've managed to concoct this myself in a creative world with pretty much no building experience. So anybody can build if they really put their minds to it. So on the inside, it's a bit bare. I'm unsure what to do with this main room, but if you guys have any suggestions on what I can put in this main room, maybe like a kitchen or something that relates to the farmers, that'd be great, and I'll probably build it up in this room. There is this, which at first just looks like a generic storage shelf with utility to it. Well, Behind here is actually a hopper, and the hopper is facing into the wrong place. That hopper is meant to be facing directly down into the composter. So say I've been harvesting away at the crop fields and I've got a lot of wheat left over. I just throw whatever seeds I have in here. They go down through the hopper into the composter, and then over time when it fills up, and you see there, bone meal. So I wanted to have some sort of functionality inside of this house here. And over here is where I'm going to start storing all of my crops and such. Up here is like the bedroom and like a desk space. And this is where the villagers sleep. But I'm now just realizing that the villagers can't even get up. So I might have to either move these downstairs or change up this to maybe be like a spiral staircase. So then the villagers can pathfind up here and then they can sleep on a night. You've probably heard me go on about how, oh, I want to farm a house and then I can upgrade these houses. I want to have a different house for each profession of villager. I think there's 16. I could be wrong. I'll flash up the number on screen because at the moment I have no idea. But I think there's a good amount. Let's just say there's a good amount of villager professions. So I want to fill up this place with at least one house per profession. I want some extra buildings as well for like the ones that are going to be unemployed, or like extra storage buildings and other utility buildings and like farms and stuff. But that's my first house upgrade and I am in love with it. I really like this. It's really saying something that the farmhouse I think is actually bigger than my main house. Obviously the inside not so much because there's not much floor space, but on the outside it's quite tall. But it's not a complete farmer's house upgrade without some actual farms and crop fields, and this one right here just doesn't cut it. I've kind of made this my sugarcane farm more than anything, and the villagers are just kind of going at these odd bits of wheat. So for those crop fields, I'm just going to grab some cobblestone. I'll probably grab a few stacks of that, as well as some slabs, some walls, and potentially some mossy variants. The easiest way to go about making these crop fields, in my opinion, is plan out how many you want, and I'm wanting 3 crop fields: wheat, carrots, potato, and you need to plan out where you want them. So I might actually need to push this mountain back just a bit more because I want my wheat to go on this side and my carrots and potatoes are going to go on this side. How I want to do it though is I want the main access to the field to be through the potato field, and then you walk through the potato field and you end up coming out to the back here, which is going to be the carrot patch. I've just been back to my home to gather some more dirt because I realize I kind of want a bit more elevation to this, because if I place both fields on this one area here, it's just going to feel a bit flat. So what I'm thinking is I might bring this hill out, say in this direction a bit more, and then I can have part of the carrot crop field kind of elevated into this little nook over here. I've just got to fill it in now, but this is pretty much what I was thinking. So with some extra elevation now added to the side of the house, I can finally get to actually planning out where this is going to go. So how I like to do this is I just like to place cobblestone for now in some sort of disjointed circle pattern, and then I'll get round to adding all the extra little details once that's all in place. So I think I actually want my entrance to go here, kind of on an angle, so the entrance goes in this way, and then I just want to follow the kind of the terrain around, but still try and keep this quite circular, but not majorly circular, otherwise it's just going to look too uniform. So now I've got some basic shape sorted. I like the way that it forms around this bottom part, like I said before, is going to be for potatoes. That bit's going to be for carrots. And I've also added this little bit of slab bit so I can kind of walk up where I need to. Oh my god, there's villagers down here. Wait, is that... I think that's the armorer from the beginning of the episode. Remember when I mentioned how I thought this guy had died. How long have you guys been down here? How did you even get here? Why are you even here? Okay, well, now I've got to try and get them a path up. Is that enough? Yeah, come on. Come on, guys. I don't know why these guys are just lingering down there. Well, I don't know where you guys are going to go for, like, a bed or a workstation or anything. I mean, they can try finding somewhere. I don't know where they're going to go. They're all desperate for a place to sleep. Well, I'm having this one. Sorry. So these guys are just going to wander around now until I have more beds and more workstations for them to possibly live in. This man is stressed, let me tell you. But anyway, nice shape. All I have to do now is kind of go at it with this mossy cobble slab stairs and just kind of replace quite a bit of this to make it look a lot nicer. So say like here, do a slab there and a slab here, maybe a wall here with a stair, or just place the wall on the outside with another block here, and just kind of go at it however you like. Make it look as nice as you want it to look. Make it look up to your standard. And then once you've got all the cobble variations down, you can go at it again and replace, say, a couple of these with a mossy variant, just to make it look a bit more run down. This guy has managed to make it up here. He must have just come up the ladder, but he can't get back down the ladder because they've made like NPCs and enemies and AI be able to climb up ladders, but they can't go back down them when they need to go back down. So this guy's now just stuck up here, but at least he can sleep, I guess. In a few moments, we will actually get to making this a spiral staircase. I'm sure I could make it work. But other than that, look at this. All textured, all mossy, just all a nice looking surround for this kind of farm that I'm gonna put right next to this house. Maybe at a later date I can incorporate some wood, because obviously of how much wood is a part of my houses. Maybe some mud as well, but for the time being I really like this overgrown kind of stone surround. And now I've just got to put the crops in and put some water sources in here. Before I get to that though, I really do want to try and sort this out so those villagers can have a nice and happy life. Oh, he's actually made his way down now, and he's a fisherman because of these barrels. I will have to move this guy, so I'll make sure not to trade with him to not lock in his trade, and I will make sure to give him a different job role. And this guy is for some reason just sitting inside of the crop farm. Speaking of, I think it's time to get those carrots and potatoes in place. And this is where that alternating crop field as suggested in the comments has come in handy, because it's allowed me to gather up so many more crops. They just grow so much faster when they're laid out like that. Because water can hydrate soil in a 9x9 square around one water source, so 4 in each direction, I need to think of the most effective places where I can actually put the water. So if I place my first source here and I go 4 in this direction and 4 in this direction, you can see it actually reaches over into this little nook on the side of the farm. It can also, if I go 4 in this direction, obviously I can't, so let's just say 4, and then I go over this way, it will also be able to hydrate these 2 spaces, and it will also be able to hydrate all the land in between those 2 spaces. There we are, all the soil is now tilled and hydrated apart from this one right here. It's just taking a hot minute. Note that there will be a path that kind of runs through the middle of this at some point, I think, and then goes up here, just so I'm not treading on my crops all the time. I've also just harvested all of this down here with my Fortune 3 pickaxe, because if you punch with your Fortune 3 pickaxe, you actually get a lot more crops, which is pretty neat. I guess now it's just a matter of filling all of this in. I'm not going to do rows like I did down there, because I don't need that many crops at the moment to have the need for them to grow rapidly. This bottom one, like I said before, is going to be potatoes, whilst that top one is going to be carrots. And just like that, I have a lovely new potato and carrot field. And I actually like how this has turned out. The green of the crops has actually brought this whole thing together. So I just think it looks really nice, and it looks really good right beside the new farmhouse. All that's left to do now is build up a wheat farm that's on this other side, and then it's all done. So I'm gonna very quickly just snap that into existence. Wow, that went so quick. It was like a second. It's definitely not the next day in real life again, but is the wheat field's done? Look how nice it is. I've also got a bit carried away and I've added in some coarse dirt to both sides of the paths. But yeah, it is the next day, and I'm sorry about that. I have been a little bit ill, so this video might have taken a bit longer to come out than the rest of them. Hopefully not too long though. But now I have a brand new wheat field, and this one's a little bit bigger than the carrot and the potatoes because I need wheat for crafting as well as breeding up those animals over there. So I think this is a decent size for all of that. And this side over here is actually grown up quite quickly. Near enough everything is fully grown, which is nice. And I've been going ahead and utilizing the understair storage, and I've been storing carrots and potatoes and wheat and seeds, and maybe I get like pumpkins and melons in that back one, but I have some storage back here. Now these fields need some lighting. What is that guy doing over there? Just But as I was saying, these fields need some lighting, and what better way to do that than to build up some scarecrows. So I've got some stuff in here. Now I just got to think of some places to put the scarecrows. I'm thinking one right here and one there. And these hopefully would look quite nice. There he is. There's our little scarecrow friend. Isn't he adorable? Look how cute he is. He just looks really cute. So I'm going to quickly throw up the other guy now. There they are. I went and threw up the last guy. I don't know if I like where this guy is in this one, but I tried to make it kind of center because that's typically the case with scarecrows. I might push it further this way or this way, but I like where it is at the moment. There's some cute little scarecrows in my fields now, scaring away all those pesky crows that come and try and take all the crops. Obviously, they're not in Minecraft. Still, I like the aesthetic of them. They look really cool. With this sorted, I'm going to now need to move the farmers, because at the moment I think one of the farmers lives inside of this house here, and there's just 3 beds just next to each other. So I need to try and figure out how to get him unassigned from that bed and moved into that bed up there. And their workstations are also here. So I now need to try and move them over all the way over into the farmhouse, and I got some composters and some beds in hopes that they would follow me. What I am hoping is now that the work day, in quotations, has started for the villagers, is that I can break these composters and move them over to the farmhouse. See, that guy's just used this workstation. He's just got some bone meal. So if I break this, is he going to try and assign himself to another composter? Because these guys no longer have composters. They no longer have a workstation. So if I do this, that guy's now just assigned to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one over here, break this one, and he should try and path over. But I think this guy's also pathing over. So maybe I place 2 at a time. Yeah, this seems to be working. So this is probably the way that I'm going to do it and get them to move all the way over into the farmhouse. Dude, he was just taking a little bath in the composter. It's kind of gross. Okay, these guys have come to the composters here now. I'm hoping one of them actually assigns to this one, and I can place the other one here for now. And if I break these, they should assign to them. Unfortunately, they are going to start picking at my farm and apparently destroying it. Okay, no need. Okay, yeah, one has been assigned to that one and one is assigned to that one. So, okay, both the farmers are now in the house, which is great. This guy, it keeps coming in because I think he's assigned to one of the beds upstairs. I just now need the farmers to assign to the bed, so I need to wait for it to be nighttime, and then I can assign the farmers upstairs. Whilst I am waiting for the sun to set and for it to be nighttime and all the villagers to go sleepies, I have this sign here, which you may have already noticed when I was building the house, and it's currently got nothing on it. What I want you guys to do is put name suggestions down in the comments for this farmhouse. And the best name suggestion will be the name of this farmhouse for the series. And I also have a sign on the front of my starter house as well, which I haven't actually got around to naming that yet. So I need a name suggestion for this lovely little farmhouse and my little starter house over there. So if you guys can think of anything, throw them down in the comments below. I do read all of your comments, as I really appreciate each and every one of you guys commenting down below. So if you have any name suggestions, I would love to hear it. The sun should start setting soon. There it is, and all the villagers are going to bed, and I now need to try and find a way to make sure these villagers path up to the bed that I want them at. So this guy, I need to have him path this way, and I need to do this quickly, otherwise any zombies or anything that spawn in are gonna pose a really big threat. And I also want this guy to not have a bed at the moment either. So let's quickly throw these down. Are they both gonna path to it? Yeah, they're both gonna fight for this bed, which is nice because it means I only need to move one bed at a time. You guys come in here. Oh my god, there's 2 people in here. I'm so sorry. I don't want you guys living here. Oh my god, I'm closing the door. No, I want the 2 red beds upstairs. So I want you to have this red bed so I can move you up here, get you upstairs. And then I want you to have that bed. And then if I put this other red bed upstairs, I want you to have that red bed that's upstairs. Oh no, I hear a zombie. Okay, that guy's assigned now, which is great. I think he's assigned. I think he's gonna sleep. Yeah, nice, very nice. Okay, the married couple is in. I'm sleeping. You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. Great, cool, fun. Please let me sleep. I don't want anybody to die. I need to light up this area. This area is so dark. The scarecrows are lighting up the crop fields, which is nice. So these 2 villagers up here are now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I walked in on that. Am I allowed to watch? Wait, no, that's a weird question. I'm gonna go. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I need to move these beds now. So I'm gonna have 2 people living in here, and I'm gonna throw that one in there. So I've got 3 beds in there, and then there. I think all the villagers now have a place to rest on the night, which is nice. Trying to manage this village at the same time as like build it up at my pace is becoming quite a challenge in itself. Never mind me playing hardcore. And I'm actually hoping that these villagers don't tend to the crop field too much, because I don't want them to mess up the fields, because the crop fields, they come and harvest and they just plant whatever they have in their inventory. So they could plant potatoes in the carrot field, and they could plant wheat in the potato field, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm hoping they don't tend to the farm too much. But here we are, the farmer's house with the headcanon married farmer couple. I'm really proud of this. I'm really happy with this little area. I do want to work on the paths in a future episode, and I want to work on that town market thing. But I'm really happy with this. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know I've asked you guys to comment a lot today, but like I said, I do love reading each and every one of your comments. So in other news, I can finally get rid of this little area over here, and I think I'm just going to use my fortune pickaxe. I'm unsure if it actually uses durability. So I'm at 1491, and if I do this, I'm still at 1491. So this doesn't use durability, but look how many potatoes I got from that one strip. And it's kind of like some weird ASMR. I kind of like the sound. But look at all that. Look at all those crops just from that one harvest. And this is nowhere near the size of those crop fields that I have there. So those are going to produce so much. So this farmland's going to disappear over time, and this will be a perfect place to build a future like blacksmith or miner's house. But for the time being, it's just going to be an empty plot of land. And I actually think this is a really good place to end off the video. I know the pacing of this video may have been a little bit different compared to my other 2 videos, because this one was very heavily centered around building. But nevertheless, I hope you guys did still enjoy the video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like. It really helps, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I don't want to be asking too much, but I just really appreciate you guys subscribing. It really does help out the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!